Hey guys, I am back. Yes, I am giving Cleve on purpose because the color pop. And because it's a full moon in Libra, I am a Libra Sun, a Libra Venus, a Libra South Node, a Libra Fortune, a Libra Vertex, a Taurus Ascendant. So yes, if I'm cute, if I'm cutesy cutesy or showing some cleavage or something on camera, it's on purpose. So anyways, I am going to do two readings. I'm going to start. These are going to be my housewives readings because it's Sunday. And where's the smoke? They must be barbecuing. I want some. It's Sunday fun day. So I figured after that Justin Bieber reading, I kind of want to do something lighthearted. And tomorrow I'll probably do something cold case, true crime related. If I will make time, so I won't say if I have time, even if I have to go on camera at night. So with that being said, I'm going to start this off with the housewife that's currently in the news right now, Karen Huger. The old me would have not done this reading just because I just wouldn't want to entertain it. You know, it's not something that I see and I'm like, ooh, I want to do a reading on Karen Huger and, you know, her DUI. However, for one, I like to try to just post a variety of content, and two, when I get the idea to read people, I'm just going to start reading them because there are a couple of people that I put on my upcoming readings list and I kept just putting them off because I'm like, why am I reading these people? Katherine Jackson. And I think I did read her a little bit. I touched on her in somebody's reading. Katherine Jackson, Meghan Markle. This was before everything with Kate happened. And there's somebody else that was on there that I did not read. But anyways, so I'm going to read Karen Huger. Even though she wasn't on my list of people to read, I'm going to read her now. Karen just got a DUI. Some people say it's her second. I don't keep up. I used to really like Housewives of Potomac, but I stopped watching it a while ago, seasons ago. So we're going to talk to Karen. I'm going to start off with an oracle card for Karen because these give like messages, like spirit wants you to know X, Y, and Z, and the tarot are a little bit more direct and in detail. Karen Huger, Karen. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to speak to the soul, the spirit of Karen Huger, and please compel her and remind her to keep nothing hidden from me. Tell no lies and no fallacies as I speak to her soul. Allow her to speak freely from her soul, her soul's truth. Karen. Ironically, it must be meant for me to read Karen Huger today because I don't have any wine. And I want some so bad. I've been wanting wine all day. And it's literally 7 to 10 minutes from my house to Publix. 7, unless I get caught at the light turning into Publix, then it's 10. But I just was too lazy to go. And Karen just got a DUI, so Karen. I even had on a white robe earlier, but this is purple. This is the color of Merlot. I know that she did come out and say that she had 2 bottles of wine in her car. Me doesn't think Karen was drunk off wine. Even if there were 2 bottles of wine in her car, I don't think wine is the only alcohol in your system. This is what I knew I was going to see. This is why I wanted to do the oracle cards, because I knew I was going to see this card. and it just fell out before I could flip. Don't let your past hold you back. And I knew I was going to see this because when I found out what her excuse was, I thought immediately, that is bull, Karen. And you do that just like a Karen does. Anytime you get caught up in some BS that makes you look bad, that you really can't explain, you go into victim mode. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't keep using your parents' death as an excuse. And I'm going to put these up. No, I'm going to go ahead and pull one. Even though that's what I wanted to see, that's what I knew I was going to see, and it fell out, honey, I'm still going to pull one. I don't have to call her anymore. Spirit, give me a message for Karen Huger, about Karen Huger, as I am speaking to the soul, the spirit of Karen Huger, as if she was sitting in front of me, consulting me for a reading. Besides, don't let your past hold you back. Besides that message that you just gave us, nothing is yet set in stone, and that's because Karen still has to see about this DUI situation in court. What's on the bottom? Believe in the impossible. Methinks that Karen believes and is hoping that her influence being on Bravo will somehow get her some kind of positive, outcome in this court situation. A new start is coming, and I think it will. A new romantic cycle begins. I think Karen has a boo. And this is, I said, methinks. So I don't have to say allegedly. Methinks Karen has a boo. Me wonders if that's who Karen was out drinking with. Karen Huger, talk to me about your DUI. I want to speak to Karen Huger directly. I want to speak to her soul. Karen Huger, talk to me from your soul about your DUI and tell the truth. Because you are a white liar, allegedly. You like to tell little fibs. And you know you do. That's why I'm calling them fibs, because you tell yourself this, to make yourself feel better about the fact that you're a little liar, allegedly. And, that's fine if your lies don't hurt, harm, or danger anybody. Karen Huger, talk to me about your DUI. Tell me all about it. All about it, Karen Huger. Tell me all about your DUI and whether this is a real issue for you, or whether you just was out having one too many drinks and, this is just something that you really don't get into, Karen Huger. And tell me the truth. Not, because the Oracle cards already said don't let your past hold you back. So stop using your parents' passing as an excuse. Karen Huger, talk to me about your DUI. Karen Huger allegedly is a lush, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. In the state that she was in, she should not have been driving, and she knew she shouldn't have driving. She shouldn't have been driving. This isn't the Page of Cups reverse. This isn't a little bit tipsy. And this isn't the King of Cups in reverse or the Queen of Cups in reverse. So she wasn't sloppy drunk. However, she was absolutely too drunk to be driving. This is the only of the court cards that is mobile. The King, the Queen sit on the throne, and the Page stands up with a cup. So she should not have been mobile. I know she drives a sports car or something, but this horse makes me think of horsepower. She shouldn't have been driving, Karen. It is because this is in her present position, and not her past position, which is just, something that just happened. This tells me that Karen is a lush, allegedly. And that's just based on the card and the position. Challenging her, Karen gets too intoxicated often. And it's not just her parents passing. That is the crutch that she's using, which is why it's in a challenging position. But because this is a major arcana, this is bigger than just you using this as an excuse. Because you are a lush, allegedly, Karen, you like the spirits and you like them in excess. This is in your challenging position. You also This also gives me an emotional drinker, but not because you're currently sad, because like you need drinks to numb things. You need drinks to, what I want to say is just that you're an alcoholic, allegedly. But I'm using lush to be cute. This, though, this is very much alcoholic. This is a problem because it's not the king or queen. It's not a person who just likes to get drunk. This is a major arcana. And it's in the challenging position in reverse. This is a problem. In the recent past, I think that you just built up your financial reserves from a time of having to borrow from Peter to pay Paul, which would have been the Six of Pentacles. Even people helping you and Ray out, of your situation. And you are currently feeling like you're the one who got you guys out of that. Well, in the recent past, you felt like you are the one who got you guys out of that situation. And I say that confidently because that was a part of your storyline seasons ago. So when I also said that methinks Karen has a boo, I believe so. I believe that Karen's new financial position went to her head a long time ago. And this is in the past position. I think it went to her head a long time ago. And then she got enough coin to have a glow up moment. And she is reliving a moment that she never got to live. And that is the moment of the breadwinner and being financially independent. And she has the means to relive a piece of that youth by way of surgeries and, dressing down to the nines. And she has fans. So that just takes it. So, she parties now. She's out and about, because she's a public figure. So she's drinking more at the parties and the things. And something else about her marriage, even though I don't have the marriage cards, but I do think that Karen has young tenderonis that she entertains, allegedly. And so I think that that is also something that she numbs, because I don't believe that Ray is happy with Karen. I don't believe Karen is happy with Ray. And I'm talking about on a soul level. It doesn't matter the fact that they try to put forth effort, because they do. Marriage is a work, so I'm not dogging them. But however, I do believe that they have been in a moment where neither one of them are happy, but because they're old school and they believe in sticking it out and all of those things, and plus they just work themselves together out of a sticky situation financially. Ray is too old. I just think it's easier for them to stay in their situation and for Karen to be able to do her thing, allegedly. In the near future, Karen is going to have to face up to her DUI. We don't need a psychic to tell us that. I also think that that's going to be talked about by her peers in the future. Justice reverse. Karen is hoping that she gets off easy in the courts. Again, I believe that because of her position in society, she's a public figure. Public figures do get special privileges in the courts. Crowning her, this is what she's hoping will happen. Not in her hopes and fears. This is probably what she's anticipating happening. A slap on the wrist. She doesn't feel like in the court she's going to be treated like a normal person would. Karen is actually hoping that this goes away without her having to do time, methinks. And this, I heard somewhere that this is Karen's second DUI. I didn't fact check that myself, so I can't say that. But methinks that she's hoping to evade actually having to do some jail time, maybe 30 days, maybe 90 days. She's hoping to evade that, and she probably will. I think that Karen stands to do at least 30 days in jail or 3 months. 30 days, not 30 days, yes, either 30 days or 3 months. I think she stands to face. If she was a regular person, she would probably have to do 30 days or 90 days. Here's a 3. Here's a 3. This would be in her current actions, current advice position. So this would be what she stands to face, especially since having to go to court or see a judge or something for her DUIs in her near future. External energy, Karen is hoping to pay off people, or that Bravo also steps in so that her getting in trouble doesn't interfere with her position on Housewives. So methinks that Karen is hoping to be financially bailed out, either by her own means or by someone else who has the means to pull strings for her. And methinks Karen hopes that someone else, since this is in her external environment, methinks she hopes that someone else, probably Bravo, will come in and front her this. Karen's hopes and fears is that this goes away silently. She doesn't want us talking about her DUI. She doesn't want anybody probing into the details about it. She's hoping that she can give us her, oh, my parents, and then we'll just take it and move on. Because Karen has secrets. Besides the DUI, methinks that Karen has a boo who methinks that she was with that night, either going to see or leaving, one or the other. Outcome, Karen, you won't get out of this too easily. I don't want to say that your daughter has something to say or will step into this in some kind of way. But Karen, if you think that you're going to pussy pop out of this, like the Fool card, not so easily in the outcome. Karen has a boo thing. Allegedly, he's younger. She likes him because he's young, hot, sexy. She may have had more than one boo thing that she sponsors since she's been in the position to do so. But this is her young tenderoni here. She doesn't want anybody to know about him. Karen's a sugar mama, allegedly. She got a little young man who blows her back out. And they all know how this works. She knows how dealing with younger men work. You know, this gives me Death Becomes Her. Those women. This gives me Marcus. Marcus. Those of you who are of age to be fans of Boomerang know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, Karen. Knight of Cups in your present position in reverse. Karen deliberately got in that car drunk. Methinks she was going to see someone. I'm just going to say that. She was stopped before she could reach her destination. And obviously, it was announced, but she came up with the woe is me story. It's not really my fault. I was mourning the loss of my parents. This is to get her out of it. Allegedly, Karen was being fast and flip. Allegedly. Temperance in reverse. Let me see what you was doing with this Knight of Swords, though. Let me look at where you was going. Okay. She was going, obviously, she was going somewhere, was pulled over. She was stopped. I don't know, she was leaving home. Possibly leaving home. If she was going home, I would have liked to see this in reverse. Or leaving someone's home. Maybe not her house, but someone's home. And she did have 2 bottles of wine in the car. However, she was already intoxicated. And me thinks she was intoxicated on more than just wine. I don't know, she told them that she only had 1 drink or she only had wine or something like that, but that was a lie. Again, methinks Karen was with someone that she shouldn't have been with because it wasn't her husband. I'll say that. Temperance in reverse challenging you, Karen Huger, allegedly. You're lush. Methinks that you are also a sugar mama. Methinks that you would like to relive your youth. And methinks something about you getting caught up in the hype and the clout and the glitz and the glamour of the limelight and the lifestyle has taken over. And because your reality is not in a good state, your real life, your marriage, your relationship with your children, allegedly, methinks that you're trying to compete with your daughter and within yourself and younger girls around you. But it's like when you go home, take off the wig, take off the makeup, you're reminded of your age, you're reminded of your place in life where you are, that you're not a younger woman, that you don't have the world ahead of you, that you do go home to Ray Huger and he isn't happy, and that you guys aren't financially like you guys were a long time ago, and it kills you that you have to do this show in order to maintain your lifestyle, and you have to secretly creep. It's just, you have a lot of reasons for yourself within yourself that you drink. I'm not justifying alcoholism, but I get it. As a fair Libra, I can look into your soul and see why you are drinking within yourself, why you tell yourself you're drinking. Near future, 7 of Cups in reverse. Karen, methinks that you hope that the fact that you are well liked and well loved in the public eye is going to benefit you when you have to approach a judge. I think that you don't have the money to pay off a judge like most wealthy people do. I also think that you are going to make up lies and fallacies about whatever your drinking problems may or may not be. Methinks that you may have to go to rehab, even though I didn't see the Hierophant. Let me look into this Ace of Swords in reverse. Karen Huger, you are going to tell lies and fallacies about everything in court, to the public. And you're going to be banking on your star power, your celebrity status, the death of your parents, and your husband. However, methinks even your husband knows that, you know, let me look into Ray. Ray is almost in the situation to where the dynamics have changed. He's not the breadwinner anymore. Not majorly. They are both contributors now to the household. Neither one of them are breadwinners on their own. And Ray kind of like shut down when it comes to Karen when her celebrities start to pick up once she became successful on the show. He preferred her before. Three of Swords. Karen, I also do think that you are having an affair. However, what I see here is an alcohol problem. And that's why I think that they want to sentence you to either 30 days or 30 days either in jail, or 30 or 90 days either in jail or in some type of facility. If that is the outcome, then that is the alternative to you having to do 30 or 90 days in jail. Six of Pentacles in reverse, external energy. She's hoping that somebody offers the pentacle to help her out of her situation. Methinks they've done it before for maybe another cast member when they got into that fight. Methinks Candace and Monique, they moved some of their weight around to help that legal situation. That situation maybe with Ashley and her husband. They've done it before for women on the show to get them out of situations that would have ruined them on the show and brought Bravo down with them. So she's hoping that they step in. Hopes and fears. And I'm saying hoping because I think that that's a possibility. Hopes and fears. Where Karen was going. Where she was really going or where she was really coming from. The Moon card. That's a question. Cheating. Allegedly. That's a question behind the Moon card and the Seven of Swords. Lies, fallacies, cheating. And in her legal situation, she doesn't want that to come out. So her hopes and her fears are her secrets. Karen has a boo. And if we knew what she was really doing that night, where she was really going or where she was really coming from, we would probably find out about what's behind this Seven of Swords. About this man. The Magician. Two of Cups, who she's in a relationship. I'm looking into the Seven of Swords, honey. That's my cheating card. So we're not talking about Ray here. This man is young. He's fine. He seems to have some kind of business for himself. He's smart. He has it all, including a big phallus that she absolutely can't get enough of. He's young. He's strong. That phallus stays up. Her boo. That's her real concern, is us finding out about her boo. Ray probably knows about it. Methinks Ray does. Final outcome, the Fool in reverse. Nine of Wands. That's somebody defending themselves and lying. Losing everything. Karen, behind some High Priestess jail. Karen, this doesn't look good for you. We could possibly hear about your young tenderoni. I don't know if Karen Huger will leave the show. If she will kind of think about it. She's going to think about it because of all the pressure. And she is not really in the position to leave the show financially. So that's going to be in her mind. Because of what comes out as the outcome behind this Fool in reverse, Karen is going to consider leaving the show because she doesn't want to be exposed. Kind of like Portia. I don't know if jail could be a possibility for her, or her tea being spilled. Karen will consider leaving the show because of her tea being spilled, but she may not be able to due to contractual obligations. Methinks Karen will want to leave the show, but she will not be able to leave the show. And if there is an upcoming season, that they will absolutely like to structure a storyline behind it. Since this is new, just in time, before they start filming another season, they're going to dig into this for Karen. And she won't be able to get away from it because they're not going to let her out of her contract. because she's paid probably to do multiple seasons already. So she can't leave the show just like that without getting sued. Justice in reverse. She is obviously hoping that the judge will be lenient on her. And also, she has a boo, allegedly. And in all of what's really going on with her DUI and the lies she told, it's to steer us away from what really was going on with her. Karen has a boo. She's really concerned about us finding out about him. It was brought up in the past that Karen could possibly be cheating, but nobody really dug into it and really brought real tangible receipts. That's going to change in the future for you, Karen. And Karen's going to want to get off of the show in order to not be exposed or pressed by her castmates, but she can't. So she'll just have to do it. Good luck, Karen girl. All right, you guys. Love you. Bye.